Your soulmate past lover is in police custody. What they did will stun you. My beloved soul. Your heart has been calling for truth, for clarity, for a message that finally explains the tension, the strange silence, the energy shifts around your connection. Today, the truth arrives like a storm, intense, unexpected, and utterly transformative. Your soulmate's past lover is in police custody. And what they did, what they attempted, what they planned behind the scenes, will genuinely stun you. Let me take you slowly, gently, deeply into the full story. A story woven with emotion, destiny, protection, and the powerful guidance of the universe. This is your script, my beloved soul. You may have felt something recently. A heaviness. A strange pressure around your chest. A whisper of anxiety you couldn't fully explain. It wasn't your imagination. It was energy moving. A cycle ending. A truth unfolding. Your soulmate has been carrying a secret burden, one they didn't want to place on your shoulders. They believed that silence would protect you. But silence cannot stop fate, and truth always finds a way to surface. Their past lover, someone who once knew their heart, someone who once walked closely with them, has crossed a line so deeply, so dangerously, that the law had to step in. This person had been watching your soulmate from a distance, refusing to let go even long after the relationship was dead. What began as lingering attachment slowly grew into obsession, and then into something darker. Your soulmate sensed it. They hid it behind forced smiles, behind short replies, behind late-night thoughts they never admitted to you. They didn't want you to worry. They didn't want you to feel unsafe. They wanted to carry it alone, but destiny had other plans. And then, the moment came. The moment when the past lover finally crossed a boundary that could no longer be ignored. There were messages. Threats. Unexpected appearances. Interference with your soulmate's work. Their peace, their routine. One night, your soulmate felt a presence following them. A shadow, a familiar face that had no business being there. They felt the old fear rise, fear they thought they had buried. But this time, they weren't alone spiritually. This time, your energy was protecting them even from afar. The authorities were alerted. Evidence was collected. Witnesses stepped forward. And finally, the police took action. Your soulmate's past lover was taken into custody, facing charges for actions that had gone far beyond jealousy. This is why your soulmate has been distant at times. This is why their energy felt off lately. They were trying to shield you from the storm that was growing behind the scenes. But here is what will stun you even more. The moment the past lover was arrested, your soulmate thought of you. Not out of fear. Not out of confusion. But out of relief, out of gratitude, out of a sudden realization that you are their safe place, their anchor, their future. That moment broke something inside them, something old, something toxic, something that had been chained to the past. And in its place, they felt a freedom they had never known before. A freedom connected to you. My beloved soul. The universe has been clearing the path for your union. Removing the blocks. Cutting the karmic ties. Breaking the attachments that were meant to end long ago. This arrest was not chaos. It was divine protection. Your soulmate never wanted drama. They never wanted trouble. They never wanted anyone to get hurt. But the truth is, what happened had to happen. Because this past lover was not just an obstacle. They were a danger to your soulmate's emotional, mental, and spiritual peace. And now, for the first time in a long time, your soulmate is breathing freely. They feel lighter, clearer, stronger, more ready for love than ever before. They are thinking of reaching out to you in a way they've never done before, honest, open, vulnerable. They want to tell you everything. They want to let you in. They want to stop hiding the things that scare them and finally share the things that matter. Because this moment, this arrest, this karmic ending, has shown them exactly who you are in their life. The one who brings peace. The one who brings purpose. The one who brings healing simply by existing. My beloved soul. Your connection is entering a new phase. Clearer. Protected. Guided. Blessed. Nothing from the past can harm your bond anymore. Nothing toxic can interfere. Nothing hidden will stay hidden. What your soulmate feels for you is becoming stronger each day, strong enough to break every chain of the past, strong enough to silence every shadow, strong enough to light their entire path forward. You are their calm after the storm. You are their future after the chaos. You are the love that destiny has been preparing them for. And now, everything that once stood in the way has been removed. The universe has made sure of that. This chapter is closing. And a new chapter, between you and your soulmate, is about to begin. My beloved soul. This is your message. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. Everything is shifting in your favor now. Your connection is protected. Your soulmate is safe. And destiny is moving the pieces into place for a reunion that will feel nothing less than miraculous. The past is over. The danger is gone. The path is clear. Your story is about to unfold beautifully. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved soul. The air around your connection is changing, softening, revealing truths that were once hidden beneath layers of fear and confusion. After the moment your soulmate's past lover was taken into custody, something powerful began shifting inside your soulmate, something they can no longer deny, something they can no longer run from. They are finally seeing the full picture, how destiny has been guiding them toward you, how every challenge was quietly shaping them for this very moment, and how the past had to collapse so a new future could rise. Your soulmate has been replaying everything in their mind. Every memory. every moment of hesitation. Every time they walked away when their heart wanted to run toward you. And now, for the first time, they understand why life kept pulling them back in your direction. It was always you. It was always meant to be you. They realize now that they were holding on to old shadows, old wounds, old attachments they didn't even know were still affecting them. The past lover's interference was the final thread that needed to break, the last piece of their old life that had to fall away so your connection could finally breathe. And now that the past has been cut off, your soulmate feels a freedom they haven't felt in years. In the quiet moments, when the world is still, they feel your energy like a warm presence wrapping around their heart. They think of your smile, your voice, your kindness, the way your spirit has always been open, even when their own was afraid. They are realizing that you are not just someone who walked into their life. You are someone who transformed it. Someone who awakened parts of them they didn't know existed. Someone who showed them what love could feel like without chaos or fear. Your soulmate is now in a place where they want to be honest, with themselves and with you. They want to tell you everything. They want to share what they've been hiding. They want to let you see the vulnerable parts of their heart they once kept locked away. Because now, they understand that you're not someone they need to protect from the truth. You're someone they can share the truth with. They have been thinking deeply about the next step. Should they reach out first? Should they call you? Should they send a message that opens the door to a real conversation? Their heart says yes. Their soul says yes. Their intuition says yes. But there is still a small part of them that is afraid, not of you, but of whether they deserve the love they feel for you. They are trying to gather the courage to approach you in a way that is sincere, stable, and completely open. They don't want to come toward you with unfinished energy or unresolved shadows. And now that the past has finally been ripped away from their life, they feel the space they always needed to approach you with clarity. My beloved soul. You may soon feel their energy moving closer. You may notice sudden intuition. You may dream of them. You may sense their thoughts reaching toward you. That's because they are thinking about you constantly. They are preparing themselves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for a moment where everything changes. They imagine conversations with you. They imagine sitting beside you without fear. They imagine explaining everything from their heart, how they felt, why they hesitated, what they wish they had said sooner. They are not running anymore. They are not hiding anymore. They are not torn between past and future anymore. They have chosen you, even if they haven't spoken the words out loud yet. Their soul has made the decision long before their mind caught up. The universe is giving them signs. Synchronicities. Dreams. Repeating numbers. Strange coincidences. Soft reminders that love is not something to fear, love is something to honor. And every sign brings them closer to you. Right now, they are quietly making changes, clearing emotional clutter, closing old cycles, setting boundaries, stepping into a version of themselves that can meet you at your level. Because when they come toward you this time, they want it to be real. They want it to be lasting. They want it to be something that grows, not something that breaks. They are imagining a future where the two of you are not separated by fear or circumstances. A future where conversations flow effortlessly. A future where trust is rebuilt and strengthened. A future where love becomes the foundation, not the question. This is the beginning of a transformation that has been waiting to happen for so long. And now, the path is open. The obstacles are gone. The shadows are cleared. Destiny is moving you closer and closer. My beloved soul, prepare your heart gently. Your story is not ending, it's just starting to unfold. My beloved soul. The energy you are stepping into now is calm, clearer, and deeply transformative. After everything that has happened, after the past lover was removed, after the shadows faded, after the emotional storm finally broke, your soulmate has been walking through a quiet inner awakening. They are beginning to see life differently. They are beginning to understand love differently. And most importantly, they are beginning to understand you differently. For so long, they couldn't fully grasp why they felt so drawn to you. Why your energy stayed with them even in your silence. Why their soul reacted to you in ways they had never experienced before. But now, after everything that was hidden has come into the light, they understand. You are not just someone they care about. You are someone whose presence shifts their entire world. Someone whose energy feels like home. Someone whose soul matches theirs in a way the mind cannot explain. Your soulmate has been spending quiet moments thinking about the future, truly thinking, not just dreaming or imagining. They are seeing visions of what life with you could look like, peaceful mornings, deeper conversations, shared laughter, healing moments, and the kind of connection that feels rare, genuine, and divinely guided. They are replaying all the moments where they held back. All the times they wanted to speak but stayed silent. All the times they wanted to reach out but convinced themselves it wasn't the right moment. They know now that fear held them prisoner. Fear of rejection. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of losing control. Fear of repeating the past. And when the past lover resurfaced with chaos, that fear grew stronger, until the universe finally intervened and removed the threat entirely. Now, with the past closed, they no longer feel anchored to old wounds. They no longer feel trapped between past and future, they finally feel free to move toward you. But here is where things become truly beautiful. Your soulmate feels inspired by you. You make them want to become a better version of themselves. Not because you demand it, but because your energy naturally brings out their light. They are learning emotional honesty. They are learning patience. They are learning trust. And these lessons are preparing them for you. My beloved soul, your presence in their life has been healing them even from a distance. They feel your understanding. They feel your compassion. They feel your silent support. And it humbles them. It softens them. It opens them in ways they never expected. There is a moment approaching, a moment where they gather all their courage, push past all their fears, and come forward in an honest, open, heartfelt way. They want to initiate a conversation that changes everything. Not a casual message. Not a half-hearted attempt. But something meaningful. Something clear. Something that shows they are ready. They want to express what they couldn't say before, that they admire your strength, that they feel connected to your soul, that they regret the times they pulled away, and that they see you as someone who could truly be part of their future. But they want to do it right. They don't want to rush. They don't want to bring leftover pain into the connection. They don't want to repeat mistakes. They want to show you a version of themselves that is sincere, grounded, and ready to build something stable. And the universe is supporting this shift. Synchronicities are rising. Your intuition may be stronger. Your dreams may feel more vivid. Your heart may sense a soft warmth. This is the bond between your souls growing stronger. Your soulmate is preparing to take a step that requires courage, vulnerability, and emotional truth. But this time, they feel guided. They feel protected. And they feel ready in a way they never have before. My beloved soul, the energy of reunion is getting closer. The emotional distance is shrinking. The connection is awakening. The fear is dissolving. Love is finally beginning to lead the way. This is your unfolding miracle. This is the moment destiny has been guiding both of you toward. My beloved soul. The energy around you is shifting into something powerful, something undeniable, something that neither you nor your soulmate can escape anymore. Destiny has cleared the path, removed the distractions, and silenced the chaos. Now the connection between your hearts is rising with a strength that cannot be blocked or delayed. Your soulmate is stepping into a new phase of clarity, a phase where they finally understand what you mean to them, a phase where they can no longer run from their own feelings, a phase where they want to choose love instead of fear. In the days after their past lover was taken into custody, your soulmate has gone through one emotional realization after another. They've been looking at themselves honestly, asking deep questions, reflecting on their actions, and facing truths they avoided for far too long. And every realization leads them back to you. They realize that you were the only person who ever offered them love without control. You were the only one who showed them care without expectations. You were the only one whose energy didn't drain them, it healed them. They are recognizing now just how rare that is. Just how valuable it is. Just how deeply it touched their soul. My beloved soul, your soulmate never wanted to involve you in the chaos of their past. They never wanted you to feel unsafe. They never wanted you to experience the emotional shadows they carried. This is why they pulled back at times. This is why their energy felt confused. This is why you sensed distance even when their heart longed for you. But now, the past is no longer a threat. It has been removed by divine timing. And with that, your soulmate feels a new kind of courage awakening within them. The kind of courage that comes from healing. The kind that comes from clarity. The kind that comes from finally knowing who they want by their side. They are planning, quietly and sincerely, how to approach you. They want to be respectful. They want to be truthful. They want to come forward with a full heart, not a wounded one. You may feel their energy getting closer, soft thoughts brushing against your spirit, a sudden wave of longing, a warmth that appears for no reason, a feeling that something is coming. This is because they are imagining the moment they reach out to you. They are rehearsing what they will say. They are preparing themselves emotionally so they don't hold back like before. They want to talk to you openly about their past, but more importantly, they want to talk to you about the future. A future where the connection isn't interrupted anymore. A future where communication is honest. A future where trust grows naturally. A future where love feels peaceful, secure, and mutual. Your soulmate is entering a state of emotional maturity. They are no longer choosing silence over truth. They are no longer choosing fear over vulnerability. They are no longer choosing distance over connection. They want to take accountability. They want to take a step forward. They want to make things right. Most importantly, they want to show you that their feelings are real. They know this time cannot be half-hearted. It cannot be confusing. It cannot be unfinished. This time must be real. This time must be genuine. This time must be guided by the soul, not the fear. And the universe is supporting every step they take. Doors are opening. Signs are appearing. Emotions are deepening. Your energies are aligning in perfect timing. My beloved soul, your connection is moving toward a moment of powerful transformation. A moment where all the unseen efforts of destiny finally come together. A moment where your soulmate steps out of the shadows and into the light, toward you. The next chapter is not about pain. It is not about fear. It is not about repeating the past. The next chapter is about healing, truth, and reconnection. The next chapter is about emotional honesty. The next chapter is about two souls finally meeting each other with open hearts. Prepare yourself gently. Something beautiful is on the way. A message. A sign. A shift. A conversation that changes everything. Your story is not just protected, it is blessed, guided, and moving toward its divine moment. My beloved soul, your heart is walking into the beginning of something extraordinary. My beloved soul. The energy of this moment is unlike anything you've experienced before in this connection. There is a sense of quiet anticipation building between your heart and your soulmate's heart, like the universe is holding its breath, waiting for the perfect second when everything aligns. After their past lover was taken into custody, after the chaos faded, after the emotional fog cleared, your soulmate has been undergoing a transformation that is deep, sincere, and truly life-changing. They are not the same person they were a few weeks ago. They are not the same person they were when they hesitated, when they doubted, when they allowed fear to overpower love. This new version of them is softer, wiser, more awake. They are finally listening to their intuition, to the signs, and most importantly, to their heart. My beloved soul, your soulmate has reached a point where they can no longer pretend that the connection between you is just a feeling or just a phase. They know now that it is something sacred, something destined, something that keeps returning no matter how far they run or how long they stay silent. They have tried to distract themselves. They have tried to bury their feelings beneath responsibilities, work, old patterns. They have tried to convince themselves that their emotions were temporary. But nothing has been able to silence what their soul feels for you. Every time they close their eyes, they see you. Every time they think of peace, they think of you. Every time they imagine a future that feels meaningful, your presence appears naturally and effortlessly. They don't have to force it. Your energy simply flows into their vision of tomorrow. This is why they are preparing themselves now. They want to reach out to you in a way that feels respectful and heartfelt. They want to express their truth gently, without rushing you or overwhelming the connection. They are thinking about what they want to say, how they never meant to hurt you, how they never wanted you to feel unimportant, how they regret the moments they chose silence over honesty, how they wish they had shown you their heart sooner. But most of all, they want to tell you that they are ready now. Ready to show up. Ready to communicate. Ready to build something real. The separation, the confusion, the emotional distance, it all taught them something important. Losing access to your energy was the wake-up call their soul needed. They realized that you are not someone who can be replaced. You are not someone who can be forgotten. You are not someone whose absence feels normal. Your absence feels empty. Your silence feels heavy. Your distance feels wrong. Because their heart knows, your soul is intertwined with theirs, and now, more than ever, they want to come closer. My beloved soul, you may notice the signs increasing around you. Repeating numbers. Dreams that feel strangely vivid. A sudden urge to think of them. A wave of emotion that appears without reason. A pull, gentle but persistent, drawing your heart toward theirs. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. These are energetic whispers from the universe that something is shifting. Your soulmate is aligning with you energetically even before they approach you physically. They are preparing to take action, a message, a call, a visit, a confession. Something is coming. Something meaningful. Something that will open a new doorway for both of you. This moment is not about rushing. Not about pressure. Not about demands. It is about two souls gently finding their way back to one another with honesty and tenderness. Your soulmate is ready to step onto this path. And the universe is guiding you both toward the moment where truth replaces confusion, clarity replaces silence, and connection replaces distance. My beloved soul, the story is far from over. In fact, the most beautiful chapter is just beginning. Your heart is walking into a future filled with understanding, peace, and love that finally flows without fear. Destiny is not pushing you apart. Destiny is pulling you closer, slowly but surely, step by step. Prepare yourself gently. A shift is approaching, and it carries the energy of reunion, truth, and a love that was always meant to return to you.